Hi everyone, this is Sam. Today we're going to be making fresh tagliatelle with a marinara sauce. So let's get to it. 400 grams of 00 plain flour. This is a kampong egg. Kampong egg means village egg in Malaysia, which is basically free range. So we're going to be using 1 whole egg, crack that. Another 9 eggs that we're just going to be using the yolks for. I'm going to put these in the bowl without splitting them. We've got our 9 egg yolks and 1 whole egg, 400 grams of flour, and then we're just going to add a squirt of olive oil, around 20 ml. So we're just going to start mixing the eggs from the center and bring in some of the flour. Not going to add any salt because we're going to cook the pasta in salty water. So once it's brought together, we're going to empty it out onto a nice clean work surface. And then we start kneading it. All right, this is starting to get softer. What we can do is split it in half and work with 2 pieces. This will make your life a little bit easier. If you want to make your life really easy, go and buy a stand mixer. So we kneaded the dough. It's a lot softer and smoother than it was. Now what we're going to do is ball them up a bit. Yeah. We're going to ball them up and put some cling film on them and let them rest for about half an hour, 40 minutes. If you want to use them right now, you can use them in the pasta machine, but letting them rest just makes life easier. Also gives you a little break. And now it's time to King marinara sauce. We're going to be using whole plum tomatoes, a bit of a chili. We've got olives. These have got the pips in. Quite a bit of garlic. Onion. Later, we're going to add some parmesan and mozzarella. We're going to need olive oil. We want quite a lot of olive oil. Enough to coat the bottom of the pan, basically. Then, garlic. Okay? About 6 big cloves should be enough. What we're going to do, just slightly crush them. Okay? Slightly crush them. Then they'll go in. Onion, finely dice it. Now what we're going to do, we've got a jalapeno. Take the top off. If you don't want it too spicy, take out the center. I'm going to do half with seeds, half without. How would you say that? So the olives we're using are Selecnola olives. Crush them, take out the pip. If you don't like olives, don't add olives. chopped our chili, onions are ready, the olives, just a rough chop. If anyone doesn't like them, they can take it out after you've cooked it. Leave them in while you're cooking them. Try and convert them into liking olives, that's the best way. Okay, right, our garlic is basically there. We've got the flavour we want out of it. It's starting to turn golden, which indicates to me that it's ready for the next bit. So, still on the same heat, we're going to fry off the onions. Now we're going to add in the chili. And then we're going to add in the olives. So they all go in. We're going to let these cook off for a couple of minutes. Right. Now, tomatoes. What we're going to do is we're going to crush the tomatoes by hand. We want some chunks because it gives texture to the sauce. Okay, so with these, try not to squeeze it all over yourself, but we're just going to crush them. Just like that. It's nicely bubbling. It's not burning, it's just lightly frying. Start adding in the tomato. Don't worry about the amount of oil in there. The Italians are still alive, so they must know a couple of things about it. Right. Salt it quite heavily because tomatoes love salt. Right. Give it a quick stir, and then we're going to let this simmer for about, the longer you can, the better. If you've got half an hour, it'll be fine at half an hour. If you've got an hour, it's going to be much better. If you've got 3 hours, okay, it's going to need a bit more salt and a good hit of pepper. Then we're going to take it off the heat. And it's ready to serve. Perfect. And what we're going to say is, we've got the pasta, we've let it rest for about 45 minutes. Now we're going to cut it open or cut it in half. We're going to cut it in half. See how nice and smooth that is. So we've got some flour. This has got flour and semolina in. Sprinkle the working area, a little bit on the dough. Pinch the tip, always helps pasta going into the machine. We want it on the largest setting. I like to put my pasta through twice, and then you just keep going down each setting. We're going to go down to the second to last thinnest. This is the marinara sauce. It's still quite chunky. I prefer that, but if you've got kids and they don't like the chunkiness or seeing the green vegetables inside, you can always blend it. So because this is for the kids later, I'm going to blend it up. Just going to put in the pasta. It's only going to take 2 to 3 minutes. Drain it off. Then we're going to add in our blended up ladle of marinara sauce. Give it a good mix. We've got our freshly made pasta with our homemade marinara sauce. Then we just want a good dusting of parm. And some freshly cracked black pepper.